What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the Too Far Out YouTube channel. My name is Austin. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Today, I wanted to talk about overcoming depression. I've overcome depression in my life, and I think that it's so awesome, and I want to share this with somebody else. Depression was a big part of my life growing up. I felt depressed in almost every situation unless I was getting high or partying or hanging out with people or doing things I shouldn't be, because I got a rush of adrenaline that made me feel better. And I used distractions to help me cope, which then in turn made me more depressed because I was going further and further away from myself. You see, what depression is when we feel so down on ourselves that we don't think that we can accomplish or do anything, or that the things that we do are wrong. We don't have our own validation, our own approval, and we start to seek it from outside things, such as people, parents, teachers. It's like distraction or addictions or self-harm, things like that. This all comes from depression, looking for something that's outside of us to fill this void. We feel that we're nothing. We feel that there's nothing there inside of us. And we have to fill this void by any means. We can people please, we can do things to try to make us look good to other people. Like, again, I said people pleasing, but maybe like an example is like going to school to be something for somebody else. Like, that old fashioned example of your dad wants you to be a lawyer, so you go to school to be a lawyer, but it's not what you wanted. You didn't follow your heart. And because you were seeking all this validation outside of you, you never found that love inside of you. So, depression is when we feel like we can't amount to anything, or that the things that we do are not correct. And we are seeking for validation outside of us. We think that there is a love outside of us, or a light, or something that can fulfill us, the emptiness, the darkness inside, because we don't have it within us, or so we think. To overcome depression is to realize that you are loved, to realize that there is something inside of you that you could give, that you can cherish within yourself. And you will notice this emotion or this sensation whenever you are happy. Imagine like I just said, when somebody's depressed and they're going through their coping mechanism, right, of distraction, watching TV, eating junk food, or using drugs, or going shopping, or going to amusement parks, things like that. While they're there utilizing their distraction, they get a sense of thrill. You might have experienced this before. You get a thrill when you use your coping mechanism, the thing that you think is filling you up for the moment. And during that moment, you're experiencing what it feels like to have love in you, because you're loving the coping mechanism. That's why you're doing it. So everybody has experienced the lows and the highs, but they're both felt within inside of you. And they are both dependent on the way that your energy is flowing, or the way that your mind is working. As we are depressed, we're seeking outside of us. But as we love something, the love comes through us, thus filling us up in the process. So, for you to overcome your depression is to simply look at it. Okay, so we have the emotion, we're depressed. Denial and the coping mechanism comes hand in hand. We use the coping mechanism to feel better, so that we feel better, and then we're denying or not wanting to look at the actual problem. Overcoming your depression comes from taking the problem and looking at it and taking away the coping mechanism for a minute. This is literally an instant fix, because what you are doing is bringing your own light or your own awareness to your own feelings. Your consciousness or your awareness is light. It is love. And whatever you're focusing on is being filled up. And I just mentioned this in my last video. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Whatever you're focusing on is being filled up. And so if you are conscious or bringing awareness to your feelings, they will instantly be filled up no matter what. All you have to do is have the courage to look inside and to recognize what it is that's causing that pain for you. And as soon as you can look at it and just see it for what it is, it just disbands, it just dismembers, because you've now brought awareness to it and you can recognize, okay, you've broken all the pieces down and you've noticed that what is causing you harm, or so you think, is not causing you harm at all. It's actually just within yourself, something that you haven't looked at. And as just looking at it, it will fix your depression. And holding this will cure your depression. You will no longer be depressed if you are willing to look within inside. And then you can increase your feelings even further as you start to take action. So for me, this has worked wonders. For me to just recognize that I'm a living being here. I have feelings and it's okay. I choose to love myself either way, no matter what the feelings are. Even if I know that I'm distracting myself from honestly feeling them, I know that they're there still, and I still honor that. And through that, you can still not feel your depression and distract yourself, which is awful. But it's a way to get through. It's a way to get through for now, and I understand how that works. It is a slow process to healing it, because you will eventually make all of those situations that were causing you harm, you will bring light to them in your own mind and start to heal them within you. And as you do that, you will no longer see the harm outside of you, because you're no longer looking outside of you for that spectacle of light to fill you up, because you already know that place is loved. Now, I'm not going to get too much further into this. I just wanted to touch on this topic here, depression, and cover it as best as I knew how for anybody who may be struggling, because I know this is a hard thing. So, thank you guys for being here. If you think that anybody could use this video, please share it. Give it to that person. Thank you. We'll see you in the next video.